Today, Call of Duty put out a huge blog about Modern Warfare 3 and also kind of gave us a layout of what to expect from future blogs because there will be a total of 6 of them, and this looks to be the second one. So this is launch comms, mapping out multiplayer, maps, modes, and operators, what you need to know. So the launch modes for multiplayer will be 3v3v3, which is that cutthroat mode. So pretty straightforward. They had that in the beta. You got a chance to play that if you've tried that out. There's going to be 6v6 modes, specifically team deathmatch, domination. We also have search and destroy, kill confirm, pretty standard basics, free for all, hard point, control makes its return, and then we also have war, which we didn't really get a chance to play, but this is back from World War II. If you've been playing Call of Duty that long, even though it doesn't seem like it was that long ago. Then we got gun game as well. And those are the basic 6v6 modes. And then we got 32v32, which is the ground war style modes. We also had access to those in the beta. And then there's also Invasion, which is making a return. So that's the players mixed in with AI. We had that in MWII. That was a great way to level your gun back then. We'll see if they've modified the XP. I think KC will probably still be a good way to go. And maybe even zombies, since that'll be available day one. We'll have to kind of figure that out and test that when it's available. Additional mode intel. So hardcore features a limited HUD. That'll be available as well. Friendly fire enabled, and other changes to gameplay also scheduled for launch. So that's good to know. Even though I was able to ask that in our early play session, it's good to see it here in print, right? Or text. And then the firing range, it returns with the familiar 3 dummy corridor to practice in. Bring in any loadout, swapping weapons, modify. So that's pretty standard. The problem with this is this doesn't look like they've actually improved it in any way. So maybe they're keeping some little secrets there, because when we went to play early, they said you guys will be pleasantly surprised or something along that effect, to basically say that, hey, we're improving the firing range. So we'll see if that actually happens, because for me right now, it's not really all that useful because it doesn't give you a ton of information. And even in Warzone's firing range, the dummies aren't even 100% accurate in what the damage you do to them, even if you put 3 plates in. So hopefully those things are ironed out. Private matches. So we got training and benchmark. As ever, private matches are a great way to look through and tweak all the game settings, which is pretty good. So pretty standard. That's you'll see where you find out your accuracy, or in terms of your sensitivities and your different bindings or button layouts. That's kind of where you're going to be able to test those out, so you're not like actually fighting other people while you're trying to figure that out. So pretty straightforward. Launch maps. So we're going to get the basic launch maps, all the ones that we already know, all the 16 from the original MWII, which we got to play a few of them. So Karachi, Quarry, Rundown, Rust, so on and so on. So pretty straightforward there. We already kind of know what to expect from that. And then we got this 11 Resort. We didn't have the 11 Resort during the beta, so that's a newer ground war map that we'll have. We did play Orlov Military Base, as well as Popov Power. So that's 2 out of the 3 we got to play. And then there's Operation Spearhead, which is the war mode. And then MW2 carry forward maps. And this is in addition to the 16 maps, and in addition to the 4 DLC maps per season, or whatever the heck the plan is. So it looks like they're going to take some MW2 maps that will gradually be coming available to play in Modern Warfare 3 throughout the live seasons. This initial selection is scheduled to be 4 core 6v6 maps that include Farm 18, Mercado, and Shoot House. Will become available shortly after launch in a dedicated playlist, and more will follow throughout the live seasons. Here's some beneficial intel. These maps are graphically identical to how they were in MW2, and due to the innovations in movement, generally gameplay mechanics presented in MW3, you may find that they play in an altogether different manner. These maps are completely additive, meaning they are scheduled to appear in addition to the full complement of new and remastered seasonal maps and other content. So we'll get these other maps thrown in, and hopefully they're just taking the best of the best. We're not getting like Border Crossing as a map that they're throwing in there. And it says the new modes will not play on Cutthroat. So that's kind of straightforward there. And then you got the operators, 25 additional Modern Warfare 3 operators, 13 Spec GRU, and 12 Cortec. And then you got tons of operators, all the lists there. If you want to go ahead and check those out, you can. Launch comms continue. Be sure to check back with Call of Duty blog between now and the launch as we confirm in-game content and offer deeper dives into both multiplayer and zombies. Here's what to expect prior to November 10th. We got our preseason blog, which we've already had, and then we have mapping out multiplayer. We're reading this one, and then we're also have blog 3, which is fully equipped, a deep dive into loadouts and how those will work. Gear up from the evolution of perks with detailed confirmation on all the launch equipment, including vests, gloves, boots, and gear. Keeping in mind that when we played and the leaks have shown like that there's like 9 or 10 vests, even though we only had about 4 of them in the beta. So some kind of perspective, you're going to have double or even triple the equipment that we had from the beta. Keeping in mind that that was level 30 and you get to go up to level 55. Field upgrades and kill streaks are also all going to be confirmed. So pretty straightforward on how that part will work. And then upping your arsenal. There'll be another blog talking about primary and secondary weapons for multiplayer and zombies. All launch weapons are confirmed, including aftermarket parts and weapon balancing pass. The gunsmith receives a statistical overhaul, and we will break this down all for you. This one is going to be a huge one because the detailed stats really haven't been shown. It's just been an icon there like, hey, click this, and we didn't get to see it in the beta. Blog 5 could be a really good one too. Cosmetic customization, i.e. weapon camos. Could this be the biggest weapon progression feature in Call of Duty history? Yes, because it's going to tie in MWII weapons and MWIII. There'll probably be like an ultimate mastery camo. Hopefully, we'll see. I know there's been some leaks. Obviously, we have the zombies ones. You'll be able to get zombies camos on your MWII guns or something like that. So that'll be kind of cool. We'll detail the immense multiplayer and zombies camo challenge and weapon mastery system for MWII and MWIII arsenal. That's coming soon. And then the Modern Warfare Zombies launch content overview. Join Operation Deadbolt, learning about the mission structure, your equipment, and zombie field upgrades, as well as acquisitions and schematics, acts, tiers, rewards, and what to find during your deployments to the excursion zone. Coming soon. So we got a lot of information still coming around the next game. We get to play the campaign this week, at the end of this week, and then next week the game is going to be available. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.